Gay men do not know how to commit to a relationship. Do you know how many times I've heard that? How many times have you heard that? How many times have you actually said that? How many times have I actually said that? There is this kind of assumption that gay men don't know how to be in a committed relationship. Well, look at the divorce rates in heterosexual world. That'll tell you that commitment isn't very strong there either. Instead of making the assumption that gay men don't know how to do this, maybe start working on how do you know how to do this? It takes two to commit. And so often, and yes, there are times that the other person doesn't know how to commit. It has nothing to do with you or really with them, because guess what? When was the last time your mama or your daddy sat you down and said, here's how you do commitment in a relationship? Didn't happen in my world. Kind of, sort of. But our social constructs actually show us how to commit and not commit. Look at the way social media is. I mean, if you're having to sit here watching this video today, you may get bored with like, nope, not committed to this, let's go find the next thing. That's okay. That doesn't mean you're non-committal. It just means what's happening for you isn't working. For the most part, if somebody doesn't commit to a relationship, it's because something about it isn't working for them. Now, that's hard for them to admit. That's hard for me to admit. It's hard to talk about the stuff that isn't working, but guess what? Commitment, it takes two, number one, and just because one can't and the other can, it's probably a true misalignment. There's a mismatch. In some cases, yes, there are people who are just incapable of commitment, and if they would just embrace like, hey, let me tell you what's for sure. I'm not a commitment sort of person. I'm more for the moment and enjoying life, and if that's what you want to be with me in this moment, cool. Well, at least they have set the boundaries, right? So realize that commitment isn't about always, they can't do this with me. It could be they just aren't commitment oriented. And if they are willing to say that, yay. But most guys, especially a lot of gay men, are not willing to say, here's the dark side of my commitment, so to speak. Give them room to be them, but also realize that most commitment things, the reason they fall apart is there was a misalignment all the way along, and it just isn't for you to be in the cards of their commitment. And don't get mad if they go off and commit to somebody else. That means there's something else in that other relationship that actually works for them. Just some thoughts. Stop being the commitment person that's like, nobody commits to me. Nobody. You'll find him if you just give yourself some space to own what your commitment looks like and the kind of commitment that you're looking for. Hope that helps. Have a good day.